This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, guys, how are
On
you?
the show today, we go to the top. The Prime Minister joins us.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
absolutely did.
Yeah,
What else did we talk about today?
Well, I noonied my little heart out.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
going to have to give that a go.
We
Yeah,
are.
like, honestly, like when you were nooning your heart out, and I know that we've all done that, and then people don't recognise the song that you noonied, it's hurtful, and it gets me angry, and it makes me never want to do it again.
I've
So
got
you're
to
gonna
say, you
hear
didn't
all of
deserve
those
that. You
emotions.
didn't deserve it.
sure.
The big issues were discussed again today, which was today. Do people work with calculators? Do they have one in their workspace?
In real life,
A
out of school,
calculator.
do people need those $150, $200 calculators? Ridiculous, Sean. We are taking down big calculator. The whole
Coming
industry.
for you, Casio. Plus, I continue my quest to find a walk-on song.
I've got
yeah,
some
yeah.
great suggestions.
Some good ones here.
This is Nathan, Nat and Sean.
We love to party hard. I don't know if I can go on. Why don't you tell us what we're in for?
Over 937.
It's 6:04, Nathan, Nat and Sean. Happy Tuesday. Nathan's back, everybody.
Hi.
Hey, Nathaniel.
Well rested.
House of Dragons yesterday.
No, Sean, I'm saving it all for my break, and it's so hard. It's just so hard at the
Bridgerton,
current environment. No, Natalie, I'm saving that as well. So I haven't gone past in Bridgerton when Colin and Penelope they get together and carried.
The second part of this
Yeah, I haven't
series.
watched the second part.
Yeah.
The boys haven't watched it. House of Dragon haven't watched it. You know The Boys is out, don't you? The first
No.
episode of The
No.
Boys? Yeah.
No.
Haven't watched that either.
Okay.
And all there is just articles about stuff.
So what are you doing?
so
Just watching
disconnected.
reruns of things?
Yeah, I just whack on some Big Bang Theory or some Brooklyn
what I'm doing.
Nine-Nine. I just put something on that I've seen 1,000 times just in the background. Yeah.
I do exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
So these Outlanders come back on, Nat. You're not a part
I'm
of that.
not an
the girls
Outlander
would have
girl.
loved that, surely.
Yeah.
You've got some very strange... You with
Habits,
Outlander.
viewing habits.
I know, it's weird,
You
isn't it?
with Outlander
Yeah, but there's a lot of
puzzles
fighting and there was
me.
killing and stuff.
It's a big hit with the girls at book club, but I've never gotten into
Me and the
it.
girls at book club. But I was thinking the same. I'm putting it off, and I just fill in the gaps by watching, Vikings again and again and again and again.
Travis Fimmel was so great in Vikings,
What do
wasn't
you
he?
do? I
And
mean,
then
what
when
do
he
you do?
left, why did they even keep going? You know what I mean?
mate.
That was
I
your
don't
boy crush for a while, wasn't it? Travis Fimmel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He spent a lot of time in WA over last summer.
Yeah,
did, yeah.
yeah. Troy's, sorry,
Always
Sean,
at the
Sean
Windsor,
spent the
you
whole
catch him.
time trying to sleep with him. Remember? You were putting on your best
I had
blouse.
to fight my wife for that.
Just kept going up to him going, hey, do you know Chris Hemsworth? We've got $6,000 up for grabs in June Jackpot today. $6,000.
That's better than 5,000, isn't it?
Nathan, we got so close to giving
Really?
away 5,000 yesterday, and
So what
poor
happened?
Belinda did not know her 7 times table. So 3 times 7 was the question. And she really hesitated. She got it in the end, but she ran out of time. She used up too much time trying to figure it out.
Yeah, so she was saying that she was going with 28, I believe she was saying.
Her
and her
son was saying
mouthing it, 21.
Oh, this is a thing. You know what? We should really use short division that we learnt.
Well, that's
I
mul-
don't even
that's-
think I can. Oh,
Nathan, that's multiplication.
Natalie, I gave up math in year 11.
It's showing.
Yeah.
Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Nathan and
Can I just say
Sean.
the pressure I get from one man in here? He's a tall drink of water, Harry Fitzgerald.
Isn't he just?
He wants me to buy him something.
Yeah, I see Nathan giving all those presents out to everyone.
My
around here.
my parents.
Yeah.
I bought my mum and dad a Yeti chair. And
Each,
each.
not just one to
And
share.
Harry, that would have been cheaper, wouldn't it?
Marlene can sit
God,
on
you're
it
an
and
ideas woman, aren't
Brian
you?
can just stand
Hey,
behind.
where were you
Why
last month
wouldn't
now?
you? Because they won't ever want to sit together. So you want a Yeti chair.
You've made a
I
request,
think
Harry.
I've contributed to your life just as much as Brian and Marlene have.
I mean, not
But hands
inaccurate.
down. Even more.
At the Yeti chair level.
You know what? I think I need 2.
It is recommended retail $400.
Well, it's fine for you. That's fine.
Don't drop in the ocean. How many times you guys have just put just throw it on the pile, mate?
Yeah.
Whatever.
What do you reckon, Dave?
I mean, yeah, this boy who lives in Florida at his mum and dad's house, yeah, he's really...
Yeah, I'm thrifty. I'm thrifty. You got to go out and afford a house somehow. Come on.
Exactly.
What do you think,
Saving
Nathan?
on chairs.
Well, the deal was with Nathan, every week he doesn't buy me a Yeti chair, he owes me a 2 slices sandwich.
And he's delivered neither.
Yeah.
So,
Who's going to hold him accountable?
I really do love spending my money on the richest person in the room.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
So Sean comes in and whinges a lot about how much it is to be a parent and how much children cost.
Yep.
Bloody selfish little things, aren't they?
They do.
Yeah. And you'll tell me about something that's quite expensive.
Well, stuff when you're getting the school order together, Nate, at the start of the year, it comes back and it's an absolute truckload of cash. One thing that always stands out for me is a calculator. They're always like $150 for these kids to get it. What do you mean a calculator? They don't even use them.
So this is the thing with calculators, and I thought that they, in the world of apps and stuff, that you would just be able to download this. Is it a scientific calculator?
Yeah, something like that.
Anyway,
Yeah.
whatever it is, one with all the symbols that
It's
none
the
of us
one
know
that's
what
got
they
all the
are.
symbols
It's
here.
the one you need for calculus.
Yeah. So I thought that would be an
But I
app
guess
on
they
the
don't
phone.
want them to use
but
their
they don't want to use their phones.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when you're nodding your head because you know this world, don't you?
I do, absolutely.
What do you reckon about the calculator?
So
What's
wait
that
there,
all
if
about?
you've got how many children? So you've got 3 children.
I have 3 kids.
So
yeah.
did you have to buy 3 calculators at once?
Yes. Well, no, because my daughter's a bit younger, so she only needed your basic, 2 + 2 calculator.
Yeah.
But I have twin boys, so they were in high school at the same
Yeah,
time,
so
so
you
I
had
had
to
to
get
buy
two.
So that's $300 worth of calculator.
at least,
And
yeah.
Sean, how much do you?
Yeah,
just-
I had 2, probably, maybe 3 going at any one time. And they had to have
so
their own
that's
individual calculator.
$450 worth of calculators. This is my question, right? This is the thing.
Calculators, Nate.
This is the thing.
No, hold
Does
on, look
anyone-
at the prices up here. Some of them are $250. Now, I don't know what I'm paying.
I thought 150 was a bit cheap.
Oh, it's
Why,
great. So-
why do calculators
Right, sorry,
need
Anne.
coloured screens now? Why not? But
Yeah, because you can.
this is the thing. Do people in the real world use calculators?
I can't
I've
think-
never seen
I can't
anyone
think of
whip
one.
out a
Because
calculator.
for what we would use a calculator for, we do have our phones.
Yes.
And accountants
So a
aren't
literal-
using like an abacus anymore. They've got Excel.
Is someone going, oh, wait there, like, say, you this morning leaving and then go, oh, Megan goes, what are you back for? You go, oh, I forgot my calculator. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why? What are you calculating that, like, where is it? Is it in your pocket all the time? Do you keep it in the glove box?
I don't think anyone would have a calculator. Even if you're an accounting firm, wouldn't it all be done on the...
Yeah, well, Excel would do
Yep.
it all, surely.
13, 24, 10.
In the real world. So not at school and not at uni.
No.
We're talking about
in the real
in your
world.
job.
In your job, yes. Not at home because you're doing the shopping. I know I see the people with the calculators in the
Yeah.
supermarkets.
But you can use your phone
But then
for that.
again, I've seen people.
Yeah.
I have. I've seen
Yeah.
someone with the calculator. It's like it's on your phone, you dickhead.
Yeah.
That's why you're paying.
That's why. Yeah. That's why you're looking for specials right now. Because you spend all your money on bloody calculator. That's insane.
Do you use a calculator and what for is the question.
Are we just
13,
lying?
24,
Are we
seven.
just
These
lying
prices
to
are like
children?
$300 for a calculator. I don't even know what I paid. Mustn't have been 150 then.
My friend Sarah texted me to say that she works in HR in like the resources industry,
So why
and
would
I'm
you
like,
need
what for? What do you use a calculator for? And she said remuneration and budgets. So when she's working out people's pay packets, and
Yeah,
everything,
computers and all that.
she said that way it looks like I'm not just texting on my phone.
Oh,
so
okay. So
she
you got
could
your
use her
phone on
phone
your
for
iPhone.
it, but then people would just think she's on her phone all day.
Literally, the only thing I would use a calculator for right now is to write boobalus on it.
Yeah.
Or lollies.
Shell.
They're the 2 I know.
Shell oil.
Shell.
Yeah.
Boobalus, shell, lollies.
3.
Brendan, hello.
G'day, how you going?
Hey, Brendan.
Hey,
Now,
Bren.
Brendan, what do you do that you use a calculator?
Oh, look, I work in one of Perth's longest-standing boatyards
Yes.
as a boat salesman, and everything down to paper invoicing. We're not on computers at all and have to use a calculator to individually add up every single item.
Wow, that is
So-
old school.
So, do you have in your work arsenal your own calculator that you take to work every day? Talk to me about your personal calculator situation.
No, we're not that fancy. We've got one communal calculator. We all have to use.
Mate, in this day and age, that's pretty dangerous.
Is it one of those fancy ones that does the printout receipt at the same time?
No.
No, it's just your
Even more old
basic.
school than that. Just a standard calculator. We're not allowed to use phones. And when we're writing out each individual part that we sell, it all goes on a receipt book, like you'd expect
Yep.
in the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how frustrated clients sometimes get when we got 10 deep at the counter.
Oh, Brendan,
And
so what's,
everyone trying to use the one calculator.
what's the thought of...
Personal touch. Personal touch.
What is the thought about it, keeping it that way and not going to... It's not even
There's
the
never
future.
a systems failure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, look, the thing is when the power goes down in Belcata, we're still trading.
Yeah.
Oh, Bloody calculators, mate. Is it one of those big old people calculators, the big buttons? You know, the ones that like...
No, look, it's one of those standard, $2 office work ones. So,
Mate, I don't know if this is how you like work out your profit and how to bill people. I don't know if a $2 calculator is going to cut it. I calculate their math with that.
Brendan, when they go to pay and they want to pay with a credit card, do you have to put it in a little machine and do the swiping
with
thing?
the carbon copy. I used to do that in the surf shack.
Look, legit, when we had that real hot day earlier on this year and the power went out in Balcatta, the joke was that we could pull out the thing.
There you go. So you still got it.
I used to use that all the time. And if your hand was too sweaty, you'd get the carbon all ruined.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Good
That
times.
is old school,
It
Brendan.
is. Thank you, Brendan. Sharon, hello. Sharon?
Hello, Sharon.
Sharon, you need to turn your radios out.
behind the
You know what?
times.
She's run back inside to get a calculator.
We'll go to Sally. Hello, Sally.
Good morning.
Hey,
Hi,
Sal.
Sally, do you use a calculator every day in your work?
I do. I'm an accountant and I still pull out the old school calculator, so I'll have my computer with my 3 screens set up and my Excel spreadsheet open.
Yes.
Yep.
But I'm still picking up my old school calculator when I need to add something up.
But doesn't Excel do that for you?
It does. I know, crazy. But,
So why are you double doing it?
I don't know, just habit.
Habit.
Do you have an abacus there in case as well?
Absolutely.
So wait there, how much? Is it one of those expensive $150 calculators?
No, it's probably like a $40 calculator.
Yeah, your basic desk calculator
Why
model.
are these children that are at school?
Oh, that's the calculus model.
No,
They're
I
more
get
advanced.
that. But like in the real world, we've not found one person that has used any of those weird Egyptian hieroglyphics that are on the calculator that none of us know. Sin, is that one? Cos? It's another one. Oh, lettuce things. Tan.
Sad.
Tan.
Cos sin tan.
Cos sin tan. Cos sin tan.
Yeah.
What
I
do
didn't know any
they
of that.
mean?
No.
None of it.
No.
All right. Well, calculators being used.
Full on. Double pass to check out Joel Creasy, supported by Natalie Locke, or the other way around.
No, we know which way it is.
Brendan, his story about the boatyard. That is amazing that they
the
still
boatyard.
run like that. They
Yeah.
write everything
They
down.
are analog, well and truly.
Big time.
Incredible. See you Friday night. Brendan, well done.
It's the Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
You all have to think about our posties. I cannot believe that posties are being attacked by dogs so much. 1,400 times over the past 6 months.
Is that Australia wide or WA wide?
What's that?
Is that Australia wide?
I think it is Australia wide.
Australia-wide, Sean.
That's still a lot
Yeah.
in 6 months.
Yeah, so they...
Just trying to do their job.
Yeah, they said they have recorded an alarming 11 incidents per working day over the past 6 months. So 11 times posties get bitten by
a dog. That would be the worst
Imagine
situation.
our job right now, knowing each day when we come in here we're in danger of being bitten by a dog.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of tradies that have to go around people's houses and that. And they're not home or...
The meter readers as well that have to go in and sort of, if the meter's on your properties, they're in danger as well.
It was one of the videos they put out there of all the posties being attacked by many dogs. One of them was just on his little moped minding on his own business, and next minute this dog just flies over a fence.
I know.
Like someone had thrown it.
It's horrible.
At him. Why do they... Dogs really don't like posties. Isn't it being a postman one of those careers that are akin to people that go berserk and start shooting down small towns?
Oh, going postal. Is that why it's called
Going
that?
postal? Yes.
I think they were post office workers rather than your mail delivery.
You know
yes.
what though? I wouldn't put it. I mean, you can't blame them really. Maybe not they're shooting at people; they're shooting at dogs.
My postie carries schmacko, so he befriends the dogs in the neighbourhood. So
a
if
veteran.
But then where does the schmackos come out of his pay? Just to survive.
No,
just to
that's it,
survive.
yeah. But he's very friendly, and the dogs all love him as a result. And clearly he's a postie that likes dogs.
Yeah.
So, but if you're not, then that makes it harder.
I reckon you could claim that on tax.
Yeah.
What?
You could prove that
schmackos.
you're trying to survive and this is part of your job.
It's an essential part required
in
for your
Queensland, they've got a real issue. 466 is the highest number of dog-related incidents in the country per year, followed by New South Wales with 408. And then Western Australia, we come in at third with 215 separate dog attacks on postal workers.
too many.
It's good to be on the podium. I mean, even if it's a bronze. But we're just watching some vision at the moment of poor posties that are recorded.
See them? So you got the bigger dogs there. And this one here, it's just like biting him. And the owner's just standing there going like, nothing. You know what I mean? But they're saying that these smaller dogs are way more aggressive.
Oh, they always are, but the problem is when you got a dog
They cause
like our
less damage,
size, they don't do the
Yeah, but
damage.
like once one gets up the pants, your leg pant,
It's gone at your crotch.
Get out of me! It's going inside of me.
There's something about the postie bike that seems to trigger dogs. Because my old dog Max, he would go, if you were driving and the postie rode past on his motorbike, Max would lose his mind. Another motorbike goes by, didn't care. So for some reason, the postie bike really triggered him.
It's like it's made out of sticks and balls, and the dog just wants it.
When I would take him to the park and we'd get home and then I would be getting him from the car into the house, I would have to check to see if the postie was coming up the street. And one time I missed him. I just didn't clock him. And Max just bolted down towards him, barking his head off. So this is a big border collie going nuts. But then he wouldn't do anything when he got to he would just sort of stand there barking. But the postie doesn't know that. So this dog's just rushing at him, bark, bark, bark. And then Max would be like, oh, hi, how you going? Like he was all friendly when he got to him. But the poor postie's had a heart attack.
Yeah, I know.
But
it's
sometimes, don't you think, though, dogs sense things. They can smell cancer. They know if someone's a good person. Do they know something we don't?
Yeah, they hate the postman for bringing bills. That's why.
No,
Like, you're not bringing nice
I
letters.
just
and
wondering if the
parcels, you're bringing
posties are
bills.
like they're out in public, they're out in the open. What are they planning on their little mopeds?
Keep
Head
your
of the
bills to
games, these
yourself.
dogs.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Time to catch up with our favourite dinner host of all time.
Oh,
the
it's
Prime
really great.
Minister,
Great
Anthony Albanese. Albo, hello.
Good morning. Good to be with you. Great to be back in Perth.
Oh, thank you
Yeah, you
so
keep
much.
coming over, Albo.
Why
It's good
aren't
news.
you in the studio with us if you're in Perth, sir?
Gee, I'm in trouble.
Yeah, you
I'm in
are.
trouble.
You are.
Well,
Anthony.
I've got a meeting in about half an hour here, so I'm doing a couple of interviews quickly. But you're the first one for the day.
Okay.
That is good news. Hey, but if you had have come in here, Albo, there is a couple of crayfish in our fridge that Amy, our producer's, left behind.
Yes.
Now, you could have given them to...
Your Chinese friend.
Yes, absolutely.
Chinese Premier.
The
I
Premier.
could have given them to Premier League. Well,
Yes.
what we're hoping is that very soon those crayfish will be being exported to
Yes.
China,
Fingers
along
crossed.
with everything else that's now going there. Our barley and our wine, importantly, is a very big product.
He could have put them into his suitcase and just been on board of security. Been the first one to export them.
Well, he's got a 747, so I'm sure there's a freezer on it.
I bet there is.
Albo, on that, I mean, can you tell him from us that we would like some pandas at our zoo too, please?
Yeah, well, everyone would like pandas.
Can we have
'cause
pandas for everyone?
Who doesn't like pandas?
I know.
Peter Dutton's not giving away pandas. That's
I wouldn't
a
mind a
niche.
panda at the lodge to play with Toto. You know, that'd be pretty cool.
What about
Just
that
chilling
zoo?
out. We'd plant some bamboo for it.
Yes.
Fresh
What,
food.
The Adelaide Zoo.
It'd be awesome.
No, there was a zoo
No,
in
it's a zoo
China,
in
and
China.
they said, everyone comes into pandas, and they were dogs that would dye
They were
black and white.
chows.
Everyone's just
That's
like,
what we'll get here.
That's what we'll get, yeah.
Yeah, Adelaide gets the real ones.
In all seriousness, the pandas is good news for Adelaide Zoo, of course. Pandas they're extraordinary animals. I'm a bit fixated by panda videos, I've got to say. I must have followed
Yes.
too many sites because it keeps popping up, these pandas, and it's amazing they're not extinct because
I
they
know.
keep falling on their head.
Their
and
behaviour
they roll
is...
and-
They are ridiculous,
Well,
but
Albo,
they're
I
adorable.
didn't know till last week. Nathan informed me that a bunch of pandas is an embarrassment of
It's an
pandas.
embarrassment.
Were you aware of that?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yes, it is.
Ah,
I
as
think
opposed to an embarrassment of Nova people at the lodge.
Well, that's top level,
I
obviously.
sometimes wonder the staff in the kitchen what they were thinking. They would have been going, "Oh my God, why hasn't he called the police?" One of them got a gun on him.
They were very happy, and the photo is still on the mantelpiece.
Oh, good,
don't worry.
good.
Hey, Albo, on a more of a serious note, doing the diplomacy of dealing with China, right? We know that they're our biggest trading partner and they're very important to the economics of Australia. But at the same time, you've got this balancing act where, a lot of people want to go against them for, them trying to take over the world, so to speak. And we believe that, they've got a lot of espionage perhaps happening on. How do you have a
The
relationship
power
with them?
imbalance is massive. is
Yeah,
what you're saying,
how do you have a really strong relationship with them, but also keep them honest?
By being straightforward, by raising the issues that we have with China in a deliberate but a clear way as well. There's no point, shaking your fist. It's important that what you do is to indicate the differences that we have. We have different values and different political systems.
Mm-hmm.
And we saw some of that yesterday, I've got to say, with the attempt that was pretty ham-fisted to block Cheng Lei, the Australian journalist who were able to get brought home at the press conference. And there was a clumsy attempt, really, to just stand in between where the cameras were and Cheng Lei, and the Australian officials did the right thing and intervened.
Yeah.
And but that showed, I think, that the different systems that are there. Yesterday, we had outside Parliament House, we had a lot of pro-Chinese people who were demonstrating their support for the visit of the Premier. They were very proud. They're proud of the rise of China and the extraordinary economic development, of which WA, of course, has made an enormous contribution with our iron ore in particular, going over there to build the great cities of Beijing and Shanghai and Tianjin and Guangzhou, and all these places have been built with WA resources. But at the same time, there was a demonstration about human rights in China. That's what we do as a democracy. People can have their say.
Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? Being straight up with someone that should be straight up, but you don't know if they are, so you can just put your best foot forward, really. Hey, I want to talk...
I've got to say that the discussions I had with Premier Lee yesterday, once again, were direct, they were constructive, and they have produced, I think, an improvement in our relationships. We're now exporting $20 billion of goods to China that were the subject of impediments. Cheng Lei was able to attend the press conference there yesterday. That's a very positive thing. And it's important that you have dialogue. It doesn't mean that you don't have differences, but you can't solve differences by having no talking. And that's why it's important to have that mature approach. And yesterday, we had the Leader of the Opposition, gave a constructive discussion as well at the lunch that we had at the Great Hall. We had business leaders, diplomats, all there. And it was a really positive event. And
we got pandas.
The other thing is everyone had to download the TikTok app on their phone, so that was the main reason. But I want to take TikTok videos of the pandas we don't have in WA. We'll get back to that later. Hey, Albo, let's talk about what everyone's talking about in the news, and that is that Peter Dutton is apparently pipping you in the polls. Now, do you think... Well, this is the way it's been portrayed, right? As preferred Prime Minister. So here's the deal. Do you think that it's going to be a really tough job for you and your government, because the cost of living situation, which was amplified from COVID,
and
basically,
from conflict in other places,
and the conflict, so that's always going to be associated with your prime ministership, and do you think that you're being unfairly pinned with that?
No, look, I understand that cost of living pressures are out there on people, but the good news is that in 13 days' time, every one of your listeners will get a tax cut. Everyone who's on a minimum wage or an award wage will get a wage increase. So
everyone will get a panda.
And keep more of what they earn. We'll have $300 energy relief off every household. We have cheaper medicines. So we understand that. We have cut inflation in half of what we inherited. The Liberals left us with inflation out of control, with an economy that was stalling, with real pressures on, no plan to deal with energy and climate change, no plan to deal with future growth in the economy, a relationship with China and other partners, including France and the Pacific, that was really damaged. And we've been setting about repairing all of that. So I'm very confident that by the time of the next election, when we go to the polls, people will look at what the alternatives are and see a government that's done its best to deal with inflation, to lift employment, 880,000 new jobs, that is dealing with cost of living pressures with practical measures, all of which have been opposed by Peter Dutton. And Peter Dutton, he just says no to everything and doesn't have any solutions. Left us with an enormous debt, the former government. We've produced 2 budget surpluses in a row to put that downward pressure on inflation as well.
It's going to be the proofs in the pudding at the end of the day, because whilst it's easy to say then, when the opposition were in government last time, then they were saying the opposite to what you're saying, and everyone has their point of view. But at the end of the day, it's what you leave us with. And currently, even though some people are getting paid more, which is good to hear.
Perceptually, like the housing crisis and
all these things
builders going under.
And the fact is, the money doesn't go as far, regardless, at the moment. So if you got paid $100,000, it's certainly probably worth about $80,000.
People just feel worse off, don't they? Even though potentially they could have been much worse off. We don't know.
Well, we get that, but inflation had a 6 in front of it when we were elected, and it now has a 3 in front of it. We have halved it whilst not doing what a whole lot of economists say, that what you should do essentially is trash the economy, drive it into the ground in order to get down inflation, get unemployment up and make people hurt even more. We haven't done that. What we've done is cost of living measures that have made a difference whilst putting that downward pressure on inflation, while we've been creating jobs and while we've been setting Australia up for the economy of the future, including, of course, our trading relationships with countries like China are so important. It's about Australian jobs, and that's why you can't just ignore those international relationships.
Yeah, but you know what it is? People, like all the stuff that you're saying, that, you know, relationships and planning for the future, that's great, and that's what a Prime Minister and a government should be doing. But when it comes to the time of voting, I'm frightened that people will just look in their own backyard and go, I can't afford to keep the lights on. I maybe can't get a house. Like, I can't rent. Like, Perth has got the worst rental market in Australia.
The tightest rental market,
in Australia, and people can't get their houses built. They can't buy a house. So, like, people like that's your plans and all this extra stuff that
you're right. All that stuff
doing,
is
which
important.
is so important. People won't even. I don't think people will give that even a look. They'll just look at they'll look where we are.
And if we're exporting lobster to China,
they'll pin it
there's
on
no
the
more
government.
cheap back of the boat lobsters to be had at Christmas time.
So it's going to be a tough one.
What they'll look at as well on issues like housing is who has a plan.
Yeah.
We've got a $32 billion investment in housing. The last time I was in Perth, after I spoke to you, I went to a site with Roger Cook, a major development in inner Perth that's making a difference for housing supply. Later today, I'll be going to a childcare centre, and that childcare centre, like others, we've seen an 11% drop in the costs of childcare for families, and we're looking at how we can extend that even further with universal childcare.
Can't we make the kids build the houses? Like, oh my God, it just dawned on me. Someone's looking after them. Like, okay, everyone grab your hammers.
Instead of building blocks, you reckon they should build houses.
I mean, it's all there.
It's better than nothing.
Forget Lego.
Yeah, we'll get everything prefabricated. It'll be fine.
Oh, this is lovely. It's 2x1. It's made from Play-Doh. Come on through.
Prime Minister, we love you. Thank you so much for chatting to us this morning. Enjoy your visit to Perth.
Thank you so much, guys.
See you,
Get
mate.
us some pandas, please. Thank you.
One each.
Thanks, Albo.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
So we're doing game changes a little bit later on. We're not going to tell you the game that we're playing, but it's requiring
It's a classic.
some special
Skills.
technical skills. Zach, who we've worked with for a while now, and Harry were just having a conversation. Come over to the microphone, Zach. You were saying some words that I'm pretty sure you're making up.
You were.
What were you saying? Well, tell.
So we needed a song.
Yeah, so
And,
we're doing a thing with music, and they're going to have to play the music into my headphones and my headphones alone.
Yeah.
So say
the
the
normal
jargon.
version wasn't working, so I
I had to grab this version called the Integ, and it was the special Integ that sometimes we use for other stuff. And then I had to grab that, chop it off, and then put that into the system for Harry. And then Harry grabbed it out of the P drive, and then we should be all
Yeah, so they're naming all these words, all these integ and all this stuff. We're like, come on, mate.
Sean.
I know, please.
You guys have been in here for how long? 20 years?
Hey, mate, we've never even pressed on those buttons.
You know those people who try to be heroes around you and say all those technical stuff?
We're just
Sector
surprised
7.
that Zach knows anything, to be honest.
Actually, that was a
I
surprise.
don't even know what he does here.
Yeah, I know. You go and just drop some knowledge. I was like, what the hell?
Can we give away $6,000 next? That's the question, June. Jackpot coming your way.
I'll chuck it through the Integ and see.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Round one. Fight.
Today's game is
It's time for.
Yeah. It's back, everybody.
Yeah,
the game nobody asked for.
Some of our favourite games.
That's right.
Favourite.
So, in Nooney Tunes, Nathan will replace all the words of a song with the word Nooney. And from the tune, it's your job to identify the title of that song.
It is ingenious when you think about it.
We have two contestants ready to go. Christy from Oakford, hello.
Hello, Christy. Hello,
It's a
Christy.
bad start.
No, that's
Christy.
not what we're after. Maybe we'll check in with Madison.
Madison, you there?
Yep.
Hello,
Madison. All right, Madison. Are you pretty good at picking a tune if somebody's just going Nooney, Nooney, Nooney a lot?
I think it would just be remembering the song title.
Yes.
That's that.
Okay.
This is where the anxiety comes in because I know that I've got to perform. Sean.
Yeah.
You know, without using the lyrics, which is all these artists get to do.
That's right. They lean on that, don't
Yeah.
they? Whereas
lot.
you've got
I know, but-
it's all about the tune
I
and
just
the
want to put on a
tunefulness
good
of
show.
it.
That's all.
All right.
Preparation,
Have
and
we
you've got it.
Your opponent, Christy, are you there?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes,
we got you.
Great news. Okay, Christy, are you good at identifying a tune if you can't hear the words?
I think so.
All right, everyone.
We're
Right,
gonna
find
put
out.
it to the
There
test.
is $500 cash, as you know, on the line.
There sure is. Here's what's going to happen. Nathan is going to Nooney a tune. If you think you know the name of that song, and we need the proper song title, then you buzz in with your name. If you get it right, you take that round. If you get it wrong,
We just keep going.
yeah,
Well, we have to, really. Don't we?
yeah, sure.
Do we?
It's a best of five.
I don't know. I can't remember. It's been so long since we played
What
it.
about if you get it wrong, we'll give the other person a shot at it?
Yeah, that's
And
a good
other-
call. Yeah,
and
that's
then
what
move
we
on.
even better.
Okay,
Great
all
call.
right. Okay, let's test your buzzers. Christy,
Christy.
Madison,
Maddie.
they're working well, everybody. Nathan, are you ready to Nooney?
He is.
It's been so long.
I
stepping
know,
away,
but
mate.
some things, it's like riding a bike, I believe.
Yeah.
All right. First Nooney tune.
Let's do it.
Nooney, 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 Noo. Nooney, Nooney. Nooney, 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 Noo. Nooney, Nooney.
Christy.
Yes, Christy.
It's Madison.
Just the name of the song.
Getting away.
Oh.
Damn. I knew the song.
Okay, so
Think of the name.
I know, Madison, we're going to give you a crack at it. Any ideas?
No.
Okay, go on.
Does Nathan keep going?
Do you want to keep going?
Yeah.
All right,
going.
you're both still
You're
in.
both still in.
All right, here we go. Nooney, Nooney, Noo. Nooney, Nooney, Noo. Nooney, Nooney, Noo. Nooney, Nooney, Noo.
Christy.
Yes, Christy.
Murder on the dance floor.
She's on the board.
It gets so isolating when you
Yes.
get nooneying your heart out
Yeah.
and people aren't getting it. It's like, am I just nooneying off a cliff to nowhere?
I wanted to jump in.
Christy leads 1-0. Okay, we move on to Nooney tune number 2, Nathan.
Okay, hit it. Nooney, 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 Noo. Nooney, 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 Nooney.
Maddie.
Maddie?
Don't start now.
No.
No.
Christy, do you want to have a crack?
Nah, I don't know it.
Okay, you're both still in.
Nooney, 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 Noo. Nooney, 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 Nooney.
Maddie.
Maddie?
Cold Heart.
No.
No.
Christy, do you want to have a crack? Christy? No idea.
All right.
Okay, Kate, you're both
You're
still
doing a good
out.
job. I like
Keep
it.
going.
Is it?
Yeah,
I
I like
don't
it.
know
It's
what
clear.
it's sounding.
I think it's clear.
No. Nooney, nooney, noo, noo. Nooney, 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 noo, noo. Nooney, 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 noo. Nooney, 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 noo, noo. Nooney, 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 noo. Nooney, nooney, noo. Noo, nooney, 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 noo. Nooney, nooney, noo. Noo, nooney, 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 noo.
Outstanding.
Nooney, nooney, noo. Noo, nooney, 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 noo. Nooney, nooney, noo. Noo, nooney. Nooney, nooney.
Wow, we're going to have
think-
to
I
move
think
on.
it's getting better.
Come on, he's poured
You two
Are you kidding
terrible.
me?
You poured your heart
That
into it.
is quite obviously Dua Lipa's Houdini. How dare you?
Oh my God.
Come on.
Are you kidding me?
If Taylor Swift experienced this,
Yeah.
the Era's show would have been packed
Yeah,
up and gone.
exactly.
When
All
we got
right.
to the 100 shows
Chrissy
worldwide.
still leads 1-0. We move on
Yeah.
to Nooney Tune number
That was
3.
really good.
Like I did.
It's really
All right,
good.
are you ready for number 3?
I'm
All
not
right, here we
paying.
go.
I feel like I
Come on,
should.
regroup, everybody, regroup.
All right.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Nooney, 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 noo. Nooney, 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 noo.
Christine?
Stitches?
No.
No.
Sorry, I'm
so
getting
annoyed.
shitty.
Hang on. Maddie, do you want to have a crack?
Not sure.
Okay, you're both still in.
Oh, not
Okay,
sure.
okay, you're kind of, yeah.
Exactly what it sounds like.
You're into the main part of the dish,
Come
I
on.
feel.
Yeah. Nooney, 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 noo.
Chrissy.
Yes, Christy?
Riptide.
Oh.
Riptide it is!
Riptide, Advance, Nooney Joy.
Okay, Christy leads 2-0. Nathan needs to lie down.
This is I've got, you know what I'm like.
Okay.
Under pressure. That's
This
why I'm
is-
not a recording artist.
This is where we're at.
The only
If
reason.
Christy
The only
gets
reason.
the next one, she wins. So, Maddie, you've got to
Come on, Maddie.
get this
Yeah.
to score a
Yeah,
bit
and
of a
this is
comeback.
all on you, Maddie, because no one's ever noonied better. All right, ready?
Okay.
Nooney, 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 noo, a nooney, noo, a nooney, 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 noo, nooney, nooney, noo, nooney, noo, nooney, noo, nooney, nooney, noo.
Maddie?
Toxic.
Maddie's on the board.
And now Nathan has to do another one.
Jesus!
Okay.
Oh my
All
God!
right. Christy leads 2-1.
This album will be downloadable by the end of the show.
Obviously. Okay, Nathan.
All right,
Are you ready?
What are we up to?
Next
Okay.
Nooney Tune.
Oh gosh! All right, here we go.
You know, if Madison gets this one right, you have to do another one.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Okay, I'm ready. Nooney, 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 noo, nooney, 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 noo, nooney, nooney, noo, nooney, nooney, noo, noo, nooney, nooney, noo, noo. Nooney, nooney, noo, nooney, nooney, noo, nooney, 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 noo, nooney, nooney, noo, nooney, noo, 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 nooney, nooney, noo. No, nooney, no, no, nooney, nooney, no, nooney, nooney, no, no, nooney, nooney, no, 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 nooney, no, nooney, nooney, no, nooney, no, and nooney, nooney, no, 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 nooney, no, oh, no, nooney, no, 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 nooney, no, 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 no. No, nee, no, 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 nee, no, no, no. No, no, no.
Christy.
Oh,
Yes,
Oh, my
Christy.
God.
Christy,
You're kidding me.
for the win.
It's I Feel Your Love.
no.
No. That's not what it's called.
That's what it's called.
Maddie, do you want to have a crack?
Not sure.
Not sure.
Oh, you two. Hit it.
Keep going. Here we go.
Oh, That's Nooney, 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 Noo, Noo, Nooney, 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 Nooney.
Yes, Christy.
For the win.
Rush.
Yes! She's done it.
I knew the words. I was just
I know.
Oh,
It is
words.
Troy Sivan's Rush.
Oh,
Christy
sure.
takes out 3-1. Christy,
Have a lie down, mate.
you
Need it
scored
out.
yourself $500 cash. Well done.
Thank you.
Maddie, you gave it your all.
I thought that was going to take all afternoony.
Outstanding performance. You have to have tomorrow off.
Oh,
no
my
joke.
God. Wow.
Game changes back tomorrow with a different game.
Oh, wow. I wonder if we can make one that you make you two look
A
like
round of
dickhead.
applause for Nathan Nooning his
Thank
little
you so
heart.
much.
Yeah, well done.
Our album out
He noonied hard.
afterwards.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Yesterday, Nathan, we were, you weren't here.
No.
You were having a lovely sleep in.
Lovely.
We were discussing, because I'm opening for Joel Creasy on Friday, my walk-on song, because Joel messaged me and said, what do you
okay.
want your walk-on song to be?
Yep,
and
yep.
I'm like, I had not even thought about that would be something I had to think about.
It's
So it's
interesting,
a big
isn't it?
decision. Like, you've got to have the right vibe. It's got to send the right message. It's got to be up and about.
Because straight away I go to the Detachable Penis. Remember that song?
Of course.
Like, because then you can pretend you're looking for it.
All right.
On stage, it's
I
a bit
think
of like...
and that kills 5 minutes.
What is it? Where is it?
You guys.
What about the theme? I'm thinking TV things. What are the theme of Family Ties? That's so nice. Remember the Family
Valerie.
Ties? The Family Ties theme. Do we have that in the system, Harry? Family Ties? Will you check that out, please? Something from the classic world.
What was it?
Oh, wait there. Oh, that's good.
Noonie it for us.
No, wait there. They're Family Ties. Oh, here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. This is great, Nat. I bet we've been together for a million years. And I bet we'll be together for a million more. On the night I started
walking out
dreaming
when you're doing a
all the
comedy
night
show?
we
You're not doing a comedy show to this.
and I can't remember what I ever did before. Everybody, what do we do, baby?
Yeah, this is not for a comedy show.
Without us. You're right. This is for a funeral or something.
Well, we had an idea, and Harry put this one forward
Yeah,
straight
yes,
away.
this is
and
Harry's-
I think you'll like this.
Sean and Harry's choice.
Yeah. Because when I think of you, I think marching.
Slash giants.
The horn
I
section.
I know where the song's coming from, but
Yes.
I feel like you're a...
Yeah. Oh, well, and that
nothing
way-
says I'm here to slay than a girl marching.
That way you're marching on, with pace,
Yep.
with tempo.
Yep.
Sam, we put a poll up on our socials. Sam, what were some of the suggestions people threw up?
We got Dancing Queen.
Stupid.
Sum 41 In Too Deep, which I think is a great one. I'm Like a Bird, Nelly Furtado.
No.
Oh, come on.
Oh, Nelly Furtado.
Come on.
I'm
Diana
like a
Barron.
bird.
Sorry.
Diana, come on. lift.
Joker and the Thief.
No.
Oh, that's, yeah.
What else we got? Sweet Dreams, Killer Queen, Dirty Dancing.
No.
No.
What about I Touch Myself, the Divinals?
Yes.
And then
Now
go
we're
there,
the-
drop your pants and say, look away.
That might tie in a little bit more with my content, I'll be honest.
Do that, Natalie.
It's pretty filthy, ain't it, your content?
I'm drawing from life experience, Sean.
Yeah.
Pretty filthy, that,
Yeah.
Hey,
There, so you go, Nat. There you go. She walked that. Think about you, I touch mine. Drop your pants and then scream, look away! And that's it. And then people just think you're doing things
What
to
do I
yourself
do
on
for
stage.
the other 19 minutes?
There will be some guys that'll turn around though. I'm just gonna have a look, sweetheart, just to see if she's okay.
But you're peering through your fingers.
Yeah.
You know?
What if you're getting this is a Joel Creasy audience? I think that might get them offside.
You're right.
You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Hey, we've got a double pass to go and check
If you
out
want to see
Natalie
this
Locke.
abomination.
Yeah. Joel Creasy will be there. Joel Creasy's bringing his brand new stand-up show Boom to the Regal Theatre. It's this Friday and Saturday night.
Yeah.
Tickets available through livenation.com.au.
Get on
But we
board.
want to see the walkout song.
Yeah, if for nothing else, you just want to know what song I actually choose, who we're giving this to.
Oh, and then
It's
once
gonna
you
be
see
call
it,
number
get up
2.
and leave.
This is the Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Well done to Amanda from South Perth. She scored the tickets to see Joel Creasy's show Boom at the
Yeah.
Regal Theatre on Friday, and to a lesser extent me.
Hey, Nat,
Fantastic.
Yes.
just a personal question, but are you getting paid to do this?
Yes, I am,
Oh, good.
which I didn't know.
No,
so
no,
Joel
I
just
don't
said,
think
by
you
the
knew.
way, you are getting
you're
paid
getting
for this.
paid. Okay,
Oh,
cool.
am I? Once again, hadn't thought about that either. We're going to have Joel on the show tomorrow.
Awesome.
Oh, fantastic. Will I find out how much she's getting paid?
Could you ask? Because I didn't.
I bet you did.
God, that's going to be so awkward, isn't it?
I don't care. Like, that wasn't the driver for doing
I know,
it.
but
Yeah.
but
But the awkwardness is if you get like $7.
I know.
They'll be
Yeah.
like, oh.
Or like, if he says, "Well, wait and see how good you are," and
What
then
if he
we'll
pays you in
determine
like eggs or something? That'd be good,
it.
wouldn't it?
That'd be good.
Do you get a lot of eggs?
I don't eat a lot of eggs, but I do eat eggs.
Oh, you get
No,
an
take
eggs.
them. Take them.
I
I'll
don't
come
eat a
around
lot of
and get them off
anything
you.
anymore.
Yeah. Tomorrow Game Changers will return. It won't be
Yes.
Nooney Tunes.
Oh, thank
Hey,
you.
It's
if
going to be
you
something
missed-
from 2 decades ago.
If you miss, it's true. We're going way back.
2 decades.
If you miss Nathan's nooning, the Nathan Nat and Sean Daily podcast for that and the Prime Minister.
Yep,
Two
you'll be able
things
to
that
see
you
that
never
one on
thought
there.
would be in the same podcast, but they
I
most
should
certainly
have
will be
known
today.
it to him.
He would have got it.
Yeah.
He would have,
He would have got
definitely
it.
would have
He's
got
a music
Houdini.
aficionado.
He would have got Houdini.
He would have
He
got
knows his
Houdini.
music. Don't you worry about that. All right, we're out.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.